go through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. When intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. 'Cause you build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it deep down. You don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time. 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 Running from the truth was getting reckless. In your arms I never felt protected. Oh. 'Cause you don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh. No looking back this time. 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 No looking back this time.
Evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. I hope you are all well. I hope you can hear me okay. Welcome to the show. Wanted to do a quick catch up on all the latest Liverpool news, and also do a quick match preview to the game tomorrow against Barnsley at Anfield. 7:45 kickoff, I believe. FA Cup. There's already been two big teams that have been knocked out. The winners last season, Crystal Palace, and also Nottingham Forest, have also been knocked out, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. There may have been some more that got knocked out today, which I'll have a quick look. Any more that got knocked out today? Let me see. Manchester United are out. That looks like all the other teams that are out. Everton are also out. Crystal Palace. Just looking at Premier League teams. Bournemouth are out. Tottenham are out. And that's all. So interesting. It looks like Real Madrid have lost tonight as well. It looks like they've lost 3-2. I'm just going to check the live. Live right now. It's weird though; it doesn't come up on any of the apps. It's like that cup doesn't exist, which I find really weird. Endrick scored on his debut for Lyon. Interesting. Real Madrid maybe should have kept him. I'm just going to see. No, I can't. Oh, yeah, 3-2. Barcelona won. Rafinha with the winner. Lewandowski with a beautiful goal, by the way. But yeah, Rafinha just, for me, Ballon d'Or. For me, the real Ballon d'Or winner. Between him and Salah, and neither of them got a shout. Yeah, Alonso might not be there that much longer. It's a good point. We'll see how that goes. So really looking back on the Arsenal game, I haven't really had a chance to talk about it on my own channel. I obviously spoke about it on Don's channel and also Anfield Irishman. Big up those guys, by the way. Yeah, it was interesting getting into a little bit of a debate with Mike Das, because it's hard to really say that we should have gone for Arsenal in that game, because I think if we'd have tried to beat them, we'd have got beat. We're not as good as them right now, defensively. We're also not as good as them offensively as well. They're good at set pieces. They're good on the counter attack. I think if we'd have gone for that game to try and win it in like the last like 15, 20 minutes, I think we might well have been beaten, if I'm completely honest. We had a lot of players that played a lot of football, haven't rotated in quite a while. Also, no substitutions were made in that game. Canate, Virgil, Kirkez played a lot of football. Also, Bradley played quite a bit of football consistently. Also, Gravenberch played a lot of football as well. McAllister played possibly too much football, but he had a good game. So I think a draw is fine. If we'd have drew that game 2-2 or 1-1, like we have done in previous seasons, you would have been happy with it. It's the fact that it was 0-0 and we didn't get a shot on target. I think that's the biggest problem. It's not the result, the fact that it was a draw. I think it was the fact that it was a 0-0 and there was no shot on target. I would say that's the thing which makes you go. But if it had been a 2-2 draw, I think we'd have been happy. We'd have been happy with that, or a 1-1 draw, I think we'd have been happy with it. But the fact it was a 0-0 and we didn't get a shot on target, that's probably what's made people go, is that Liverpool? But I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay getting a point away at Manchester City, point away at Arsenal. I'm okay with that. Any season, absolutely any season, I'm okay with that. I've got a couple of things that I wanted to cover around transfers and players. I don't think Scalvini's the type of player we'll be looking at because of his injury record. It's horrendous. It's really bad. I have got something interesting that I want to show you, which not a lot of people have picked up on, which is about a player that we have been linked with and a player that's also spoke about us recently, that I'll talk about. The game tomorrow is an interesting one because I don't believe that any new players are going to come in. I think he's going to play the same team. Maybe Curtis Jones will come in, but I think he's going to play the same team because I think Dominic Szoboszlai is probably going to be right back. I know you don't want to hear that, but I think Dom might end up going into the right back position, and Curtis Jones might come in, and that might be about it. Seriously, I don't think Arnie is going to throw this game away, and I'm not sure he's going to give the game time that people are asking for Rio and Trey Ione. Don't think it's going to happen. Just going to put that out there. There's also actually let's jump into the show. There's 50 of you in here now. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, please do. I would really like anyone who's not a subscriber to subscribe tonight because I think I'm 4 away from 2,000. It would be amazing to hit 2K. I'm 6. I'm 6 away from 2,000. It would be amazing to hit 2,000 subscribers tonight. It would be amazing. And I'd only be 11 days over my goal because I wanted to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, 2025. So I almost did it. So if you're not a subscriber, please, 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 just have a look at the bottom on the screen. And if you're not a subscriber, just hit the button. Just hit the button now. Just hit the button and let me know if you've subbed. Let me know if you've subbed. And if you are the 2,000 subscriber, put your name, put your details in. Put your name in the chat and reach out to me via email and I'll give you a nice little surprise. So if I can hit 2,000 subscribers tonight, yeah, I picked up a piece of confetti on the pitch after we won the Premier League. And I saved that for a special moment to give out to a subscriber. And it's a piece of confetti. It's also I've also picked up a burst balloon that was on the pitch when we won the league. Because I went to the pitch the day after we won the league. The day after we did all the celebrations, I was on the pitch and I picked up a piece of confetti and also a balloon that was on the turf. So if we hit 2,000 tonight, I will randomly give that to someone in the chat. Okay? I will randomly give that to someone in the chat. Okay? All right. So that's my promise to you, okay? That's my promise to you. If we hit 2,000 subscribers tonight, someone in the chat will get a piece of confetti or a balloon or a burst balloon from the pitch that I picked up. The day after the Premier League parade. Okay, and I've got a video of it. I've got a video of me picking it up. Okay, so that's the proof. Like I'll even send you the proof of me picking it up. Okay, and there's a video of me picking it up and saying I'll do it. Okay, I'm not going to play it now, but there's a video of me doing it. Okay, so stick it. So get on it, all of you now. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Still got no new subscribers. So that's my promise to you, all right? So let's jump into a bit of news. Okay, so a bit of news. Going to share some stuff. We can have a conversation around some of it. Start with some of the bad news, unfortunately. Conor Bradley. Good news. Conor Bradley hasn't done his ACL. Bad news is Conor Bradley has damaged his. I'm trying to get a better picture. Is that it? Would that do? Probably not. Maybe that. Maybe that. Maybe that. Maybe that. Will that work? No. Let's do that. Okay, that'll do. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Yeah, Conor Bradley's out the end of the season and also possibly the start of next season. He's damaged both the bone and the ligaments in his knee, but he hasn't got an ACL. Okay, so the only positive is he didn't tear his ACL. I'm just going to take you out of the chat, by the way. Sorry, because I think I can do this. Or was it this? Yeah, this. That's better. So hopefully he'll get well soon. Really sad. Like, it was really sad, and it was just really unfortunate. Just the way he landed, really, really unfortunate. Also, a couple of other things. Mo Salah, 4 fantastic performances, 4 goals and 1 assist in his last 4 games in the African Cup of Nations. Looks like we're going to lose Mo for potentially another 3 games. Nice little record for him as well. Fastest to 100 goal contributions for their national team. Mo's done it in 111 games. Only Neymar and Pele have been faster. Like, say what you want about Mo, but like, Neymar played for Brazil. Pele played for Brazil. Mo plays for Egypt. Just let that one sink in. Just let that one sink in. He plays for Egypt. Seriously. Like, they've got a lot of crap players. I'm not going to lie. Like, have a look at the Egypt squad. There's like 7 of them that all play for one club in Egypt. Like, it's insane what he has achieved. Like, with that team. It's insane. Also, it's on again. The semi-finals is going to be Mo and Mane again facing each other. They can't stay away from each other in the African Cup of Nations, can they? It's possibly going to be their last one as well. I think maybe. Potentially. Mo will be like 36 in the next one, and Mane will be 35 in the next one. I think maybe it'll be their last ones, but they're doing it again, and they play on the 14th. In case you didn't know. Shall I do some funnies? Let's do some funnies. Arsenal needed 2 set pieces and an own goal to beat Portsmouth. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Should we do another funny? 2 corners, 2 goals, 1 penalty. They are such a stinky team. Like, the fact that Arsenal could win the league playing the shite that they do is just, it annoys me so much. I'm not going to lie. It annoys me so much. It really does. And then you've got this. Sorry, I thought that was funny. It's just like, I just, it's mind-boggling. It's genuinely mind-boggling. So a little bit about the game tomorrow. Arnie Slotter's insisted he won't make wholesale changes. He thinks there's a lot of rumours that it's going to be pretty much the same team. Like, obviously Bradley's not there, but potentially it's going to be the same team against Barnsley. I think it's a case of he doesn't want to repeat of last season where we lost to Plymouth. He really doesn't want a repeat of that. And I think it's mainly because we've been pretty dreadful recently. Like, so this is the last time Liverpool did not attempt a single shot on target before the game against Arsenal. This was with Rafa Benitez, 2009 and 10, Wigan Athletic, and we lost 1-0. And look at the team that played. Got Reina, Mascherano at right back. Jamie Carragher. I can't even say his name. The Greek. Insua, the Argentine kid. Yossi Benayoun, Lucas Lavea, Steven Gerrard, Maxi Rodriguez, Dirk Kuyt, and Fernando Torres. And the bench, Cavalieri, Glenn Johnson, Daniel Agger, Aquilani, Albert Riera, Ryan Babel, and David Ungog. That was 2009, 2010. That was the last time we had a game where we didn't have a shot on target. We have been really, really bad lately in front of goal, shooting shots on target, that kind of stuff. So he just does not want to repeat. He cannot play a formation of 4-5-1 or 5-4-1 like he did against Arsenal, against Barnsley at home. That just cannot happen. And we need to see some players introduced into the team. And we need to not have a player rating of 4.6 of Cody in that game. We just can't. We can't have a stink fest up front like we did with Cody. We can't. We can't against Barnsley. I would have liked to have seen a couple of players get an opportunity, if I'm completely honest. Like, I genuinely would have liked to have seen, maybe this kid to come off the bench, potentially. Scored 9 goals in the last 10 games in Premier League 2. Figueroa, 19-year-old kid, having a nice hot streak right now. Or even Will Wright, potentially to come off the bench. But it genuinely looks like that's not going to happen. It looks like maybe the bench is probably going to be Chiesa and Jones and Rio and Trey Naoni and probably Robbo, probably Joe Gomez still. Like, I think it's probably going to be the same. And I think it probably will be Averts, Cody, and Frimpong on the flanks. Or maybe Zoboslai as the right winger, and McAllister in the 10, and Curtis Jones in the 8-6. Maybe. I can't see Rio or Trey or even Figueroa even being near the bench. I just don't see it. Just don't see Arnie doing that right now. There's just too much at stake. Too much at stake. 29% still think needs to go. 30% thinks he needs a bit more time. 25% on the fence. 10% time's up. 6% give him 2 weeks. 11% give him a month. And 70% say give him till June, to the summer. He's still got a fair bit of backing from the fan base, which is interesting. Because then, and these are the players which a lot of people think should play the next game against Barnsley. 70% think Mamadashvili should play. 45% think Ramsey should come in. 60% thinks Gomez should come in. 70% thinks Robbo should come in. 60% Naoni. 67% Jones. 80% Engamoa. 84% Chiesa. And then you've got people that don't even realise that Kay Gordon's injured. And then you've got people who think 12% Kona Doherty, Will Wright. 42% think Ekatike. I wouldn't play Ekatike. Sorry. I would not play Ekatike. That is not for me, that one. He is fearing for his job. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. The KFC man said Rio will start. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so, because he's better than Cody. I'd rather have him playing than Cody. 100%. What else have I got for you? So, a little bit of news, a little bit of updates that the internet was going a bit wild about. And it's Jan Diamande. A lot to like about this kid. A lot to like. 19. Unbelievable pace. Unbelievable pace on him. I think he's got 6 goals, 4 assists in his last 10 games for Leipzig. Couple of interesting things that you might not know about him. He had trials in the UK, and a lot of clubs didn't take him. But there was one club that really pushed to sign Jan Diamande, and it was Bournemouth. And the sporting director of Bournemouth just happened to be Richard Hughes, and he was a big admirer of Jan Diamande, but he chose Leipzig over Bournemouth. Just in case you didn't know that. He's also a Liverpool fan. His dad's a Liverpool fan. Have we seen this before? Have we seen this replay before for Liverpool with players who are fans of the club, family members who are fans of the club? I personally don't think Diamande is a player that Liverpool will sign in January, but he's definitely one that we would probably look at for the summer. There's a lot to like about him. He's very, very fast, very skillful. he's raw. You're absolutely right. Like, he's literally just burst onto the scene, but he's 19 years old, and if we could get him for like 50 million, I think that would be a really good deal, genuinely, even for 50 million, because I think he's going to kick on to be that was from Ben Boxsack, by the way. So before Jan turned 18 years old, he went on a number of trials, including Chelsea, Bournemouth, and Rangers. Bournemouth trial took place while Richard Hughes was the sporting director. If we are linked with Diamande, it's because of Richard Hughes. I'm telling you that right now. And remember, Semenyo was wanted by Liverpool. It was vetoed by Arnie. Richard Hughes wanted Semenyo. So don't be surprised if we go back in for this kid. We go in for this kid in the summer, because he can play on the left, he can play on the right. He can play on the left and the right. He's played on the right this season. He's also played on the left this season. Plays on the right for Ivory Coast. Played on the right for Ivory Coast, and he looked really good. And he scored in the African Cup of Nations. So there's a lot to like about this one, and this one has got legs because of Richard Hughes. Putting it out there. Semenyo was a class player, but at the end of the day, Semenyo played against, I don't even know who they were. Were the Exeter or something like that? Like, men against boys. Also, Florian Wirtz is valued as the 6th most valuable player in the world. Interesting. So Wirtz has still kept his value, which is good to know. Fact, Wirtz has got more GA this season. Wirtz has got more assists than Saka this season. Fun fact. Funny. Levels. Yep. There's levels. Also, ten-game unbeaten streak we're on now. Frimpong might have quite a lot to do with that. Just going to put that out there. Frimpong might have quite a lot to do with that. Since Frimpong has returned, we have looked a much better team, actually. And anyone like this picture? He was a boss. He bossed it. That was the second game that Kirkes dominated Arsenal. Remember, Kirkes played against Arsenal at Anfield and had a really good game. People need to give this guy a little bit more time. Okay? I had this argument last night, or debate, however you want to call it, on Friday with Emeka, basically about Kirkes, saying that Kirkes is a bad passer. I looked at his numbers. He's a great passer. He's got almost 90 percentile in the first third of the pitch. Never gives the ball away. His crosses, but who's he crossing it to? Who is anybody at Liverpool crossing it to right now? Because there doesn't seem to be anybody in the box to cross it to. So, if you're throwing a cross into the box, there's a very good chance that your cross isn't going to get to anybody because there's nobody there. And that seems to be a major problem with Liverpool right now. Because if you look at all of the numbers of the crosses, they're all low. They're all below 20%. The highest crosser of the ball is Mo Salah and Robbo. Mo Salah's on 30% and Robbo's on 36, I think. Like, it is what it is. Like, I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I think he's done actually probably better than I thought because of the start of the season we had. But he's looked so much better. There's also rumours that his teammate and his best friend has actually signed a new contract or agreed on all the principle for a new contract at Liverpool. So I think that's going to be announced soon. That Dominic Szoboszlai has actually agreed a new deal at Liverpool, turning down the likes of Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, who were interested in his services. So that's very good news. Very good news. Some bad news is Stefan Bajcetic is out again. I think we will probably sell Stefan next window. I think Stefan will not be a Liverpool player by the start of next season. I think we will offload him and we will sell him. I also believe that we're probably going to sell quite a lot of players that are in the under-21s. I think the likes of Jayden Dans, Cade Gordon, Owen Beck, Stefan Bajcetic, and a numerous others. Ramsey will go. I think Nalo will go. I think there's a number of players that will be sold because it's just not a profitable system that seems to be working right now. I don't see anybody kicking on. And that's probably the reason why we have signed 3 new players for the youth team. The Burnley kid, who actually used to be in the Liverpool academy, believe it or not. I think he's a Nigerian under-20 international. I think he's a Nigerian under-20 international called Akai, I think his name is. He's a right-back centre-back that we signed from Burnley's academy, who came from Liverpool's academy, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think he was. We've also got the Austrian under-21 kid and also the Senegalese under-20 kid as well. So both centre-backs, obviously an area that we're looking to improve. And we've obviously signed Will Wright, who's another youngster, who's a striker. And we're obviously looking at other various talents from around the world, which is good to see. There's rumours. I'm gonna take out this for a minute. So there are rumours that. So this has been talked about, and Arnie Slot's actually brought this up recently. So he was asked about Jayden Dans, and he mentioned something which I talked about extensively a lot about Jurgen Klopp and Pep and Linders, which I thought was a big problem. And he talked about the fact that there has been too many stress fractures in our under-21 players over the last 2 years. Too many. And it's because they have been overtrained. And I talked about this before. You can go and clip him. You can go and clip it up. I talked about the fact that we were giving men's full training sessions to kids. And they're not supposed to have those sessions. They're supposed to only do around 40% of what the men's training does. And they weren't. They were doing full training. Full training. I've talked about this before. And you can go through the list of all of the players that we have had injured consistently over and over and over again. All of them. All of them. There are so many young players in our academy that are all suffering from injuries. It's because their bodies have been overexerted with too much training when they were young. And that's down to Jurgen and that's down to Pep and Linders. I'm sorry, but that's because he was introducing these guys into first team training, but giving them first team training. And you're absolutely right, James. You're absolutely right. And that's because they were given men's training and they weren't given time off or they weren't told to stop. And you're not going to notice that. You're not going to notice that until later on in life when their bodies start growing. And obviously, that's what started to happen with the likes of your own Becks, your Kay Gordons, your Jaden Dans, your Ramseys, your Stefan Bajcetic, all of these players. I think we're going to be lucky with Trey, Nallo, Lucky, Morrison, who's the other guy? Will Wright's been injured, but he's back now. But that's nothing to do with Liverpool. That's just an injury picked up. But those kind of players, I think we'll be lucky with those because of the fact that they haven't had much time training with Jurgen because we only had them for like a year, and then Arnie came in. So I find that interesting. Just putting it out there. Also, another bit of news which isn't good news when we could have probably got this guy back, but it looks like Arsenal are going to be even more of a nightmare for throw-ins because they've taken probably the best throw-in coach in the world because he was at Liverpool, and I think we nicked him from Bayern Munich. So now they've got Thomas Grunmark. So now they've got another, string to their bow, they say, which is not good. Not good. But yeah. So now we're going to probably get more annoyed with Arsenal. I tell you, if Arsenal win the league by playing set pieces and own goals, I will be so annoyed. I'm telling you, it will annoy me so much if Arsenal win the league by playing the type of football that they play. Because it's just shit. And we should have won the league. Like, we should be top of the league just from the games that we've lost. Because they've been against crap teams. I also wanted to bring this up because I thought it was funny. Like, they're only 4 red cards away from the entire set. So they need a left midfielder, they need another centre midfielder, another right midfielder, and another centre back to get red cards. And then they've completed the set. Just wanted to put that in there because it was funny. What else have I got? Also, bring this one up as well. Alisson Becker has now earned his 100th Premier League clean sheet. Brilliant stuff. He goes down as the fourth goalkeeper in history, basically, for Liverpool. Ray Clements at 226, Bruce Grobbelaar 184, Pepe Reina 134, Alisson at 100. I think Alisson could definitely overtake Pepe Reina in the future. I think that's definitely something he could look at. He just needs to stay fit. But incredible stuff by Ali. Also, just wanted to bring this one up again because people seem to forget that Giovanni Leone has now started rehab. So he's now gone from the pool to the gym, which means he's now out of the water and he's now doing his rehab in the gym, which means that he might be back in a month. He could be back in a month. Like, Virgil van Dijk came back a lot earlier from his injury because of the conditioning that he did. It could be the same with Leone. I'm just putting it out there, which is maybe the reason why we don't go for a centre-back in the window. Maybe we just go for a right-back. Maybe we just look at a right-back in this window. Because the rumours are that Guehi is willing to wait for the summer. And Liverpool is his preferred destination. That's the rumours. But Crystal Palace will accept a £35 million offer for Guehi. They will accept it. So if 35 million comes in, it's then down to the player. So if Manchester City throw 35 million at Guehi, Crystal Palace will accept. And then it's down to the player. But if the player's going on a free transfer, his preferred destination is Liverpool. That is a fact. Like, you can go and look that up wherever you want. But if we don't put the money down, Manchester City might. And that's the problem. Because we know that he'll come to us in the summer. We may just wait. But if Manchester City go 35 million, £250,000 a week contract, you go straight into the first team because of all the injuries. We might even get a chance. And Arsenal are looking at him. That is true, James, which is weird because they've got about 7 million centre-backs. But Arsenal are looking at him. They do want to sell. They've just spent 35 million on Brendan Johnson. They could do with getting some of that money back. And the fact they're at the FA Cup as well, and the fact that they've got to play a knockout competition to go through in the Europa, means that I don't know whether Guehi is up for that fight. I don't know. Like, I don't know whether Crystal Palace are just like, should we just try and get some money for him now? Because Glasner's probably not going to be around either, because he's waiting for Manchester United. I find it interesting. But I don't think we're going to push the button on a centre-back. I think we're probably going to wait for Guehi. And I think we might try and get this guy back in sooner, so he's available, so he is an option. And I do think a right back might be something we'll look at. That's all I'm saying. Because Mo Salah could be gone for another 3 games. He could be gone for another 3 games. Mo Salah. That could be the situation. All right then. So let's have a look at the preview for the game. So, preview for the game. So, Premier League Liverpool welcome League One strugglers Barnsley to Anfield on Monday for a 3rd round clash. The hosts are 4th in the Premier League, while the visitors are placed 17th in League One. Yes, League One, not even the Championship. Yeah. after falling to a penalty defeat to Crystal Palace in the Community Shield in their first competitive match of 2025-2026 season, Liverpool responded superbly by winning all of their next 7 games across the Premier League, Champions League and EFL Cup. However, there were worrying signs with those performances, often requiring late winners in their victories. Crystal Palace once again got the better of them on match day 6, and it was followed by a miserable run of just 3 wins in the next 12 matches across all competitions, alongside 9 defeats. People seem to forget that, by the way. People seem to forget that we lost 9 games in 12. We lost 9 in 12 games. Like, people seem to have just eradicated that out of their heads. Like, oh, that didn't exist. Like, the guy from Celtic just got sacked. He lost 6 games. He lost 6 games. He lost 6 games and he won 2. And he drawn 2, and he's just been sacked. Arnie lost 9 in 12. 9 in 12. Okay? That is not okay. That is not okay at all. 9 in 12 games. Like, anyway. Arne Slot managed to steer Liverpool out of a disastrous streak, with his side now expecting a 10-game unbeaten run across all competitions, featuring 5 wins and 5 draws. That is also not good. 5 wins and 5 draws is not good either. Some of the teams we drew against: Leeds twice, Fulham once, and Arsenal and Sunderland. Like, genuinely, still not great. Despite appearing to have turned a corner in recent weeks, Liverpool have drawn all of their last 3 matches heading into this one, and Slot will be looking for his team to get back to winning ways and avoid an FA Cup upset for the 2nd straight season. Liverpool were the victims of one of the biggest FA Cup upsets last campaign, with the Reds defeated 1-0 by Plymouth Argyle in the 4th round. Barnsley, though, are coming into this 3rd round tie having faced a challenging 2025-2026 campaign, including sitting 17th in League One with 8 wins, 5 draws and 8 defeats in 21 league fixtures. So in their last 6 games, they've lost 4, won 1 and drawn 1. In our last 6, we've won 3 and drawn 3. Liverpool are dealing with a host of injuries issues heading into this game, including Alexander Isak, Conor Bradley, Leone, Ekitike, Petesic, Wataru Endo and Mo Salah all away, all out the team. As the Reds are major favourites to face the lower league side, Slot could rotate this team with the likes of Trey, Engamoa, Calvin Ramsey could all start. As for Barnsley, Luke O'Connell will be unavailable as the midfielder serves a suspension, but so they've got a full squad. The possible lineup is Mamadashvili, Ramsey, Gomez, Robinson, Kirkes, Naoni, McAllister, Frimpong, Jones, Engamoa, and Chiesa. I think that's a lot. That's a team that could win. Their teams: Mahoney, Watson, Giovini, Shepherd, Earl, Phillips. Phillips used to play for Liverpool, by the way. Used to play for our youth team. Andy Phillips, I think his name is. Bland, Jallow, Kelly, McGoldrick, Keller, Dunn. Sport Mole are predicting that we'll win 4-0. And the what is it? So their previous game was 1-all against Wigan, which is interesting because the last time we didn't have a shot on target was against Wigan. Weird. And then you've also got the 2 previous games against Barnsley, which is crazy, by the way. 1998, we beat Barnsley 3-2 with McManaman and Karl-Heinz Riedler scoring twice. McManaman scored the winner in the 90th minute. And then you've got Redfern with 2 penalties. And they ended up with 3 red cards. Wow. And then the game before that in 1997, we lost at home. Ward scored the winner. Like, we haven't got a great record against Barnsley. But Barnsley drew with Wigan, lost to Lincoln, lost to Mansfield, and lost to Exeter, who got beat 10-1 by Manchester City, which is interesting. So I don't know how you feel about that game. The odds on Squawker are 88.2% that Liverpool will win. Like, they are crazy odds. And then you've also got the match preview on Anfield Index, which Barnsley defender, who's a boyhood Liverpool fan, Josh Earl. I don't like it when there's boyhood Liverpool fans playing for the opposition, because they're normally going to have good games. That's the predicted lineup: 4-3-3. Nallo won't play. Lafferty won't play. Wilwright won't play. Barnsley have won their last 2 away matches against Liverpool, beating them in 1997 and 2008. No side is currently on a longer winning run at Anfield than the Tykes. Oh, that is really scary. Can you see that? There is no other team who's got a longer winning run at Anfield than Barnsley after beating us in 1997 and 2008. That's not good. It does need to be a 5-0, you're right. That really does need to be. It needs to be a 10-0, if I'm completely honest. What do we think? What do we think scores? What do we think scores in the chat? Come on, there's 100. There was 100 in here recently. I'm only at. I need 5 more subscribers. 5 more subscribers to 2,000. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. There's 70 of you in here now. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If I can hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a balloon or a piece of confetti, which was on the pitch at the celebrations at the end of the season. I'm going to give that randomly away to someone in the chat, to one of my subscribers randomly. So if we can hit 2K, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. 5 subscribers to 2K. And I will give away a bit of confetti or a balloon. Bit of balloon that I found on the pitch. It's real. I've got a video of it, of me picking it up. So, a couple of scores. 3-1. I hope we don't concede. I hope we don't concede at home. We'll beat them 1-0. Oh my God. We'll get beat 1-0. James, I thought you were going with better score lines. 3-0 Liverpool. Ten matches unbeaten since Mo was away. Yeah, we haven't played anyone good, mate, apart from Arsenal. Seriously? You blaming Mo for not tracking back? Is that it? Mo not tracking back, that's the reason why. That's the reason why we lost games. Because Mo didn't track back. Nah. Because Arnie wasn't threatened with his job. That's the reason why. 5-0. I like it. We should be smashing Barnsley. I'm sorry. We should be smashing Barnsley. I'm sorry. Like, if he plays the team that got a draw away to Arsenal, James, if he plays the team that got a draw against Arsenal away and we get beat by Barnsley, then I have no idea. I might as well just close down my channel. Because that just makes no sense whatsoever. How you could get a draw against Arsenal and look a better team, even though we didn't have any strikers, and then get beat by Barnsley at home with the same team 4 days later, then the world is upside down. Like, I have no answer for that at all. How that could even happen. But if it did happen, then you know what, mate? I'll send you a bit of confetti, because that's just weird. We haven't lost since Ali came in. That's the right answer. That's the right answer. That's the right answer. I've said this a while. That the influence of Ali has been ridiculous. It's made us so much more stronger, confident-wise, at the back. Mo, 4 goals, 2 assists in 4 games. 4 goals and 2 assists. 4 goals, 2 assists in 4 games for Salah, when he hasn't been playing in an Arnie slot system. Exactly. That's all you need to know, isn't it? All right, and so people feel a little bit more confident about this game, which is good. Which is good to know. I think we will win this game 2-0. I think we'll win 2-0. No, you can't. You can't. So are they going to score the 90th minute winner? Are they going to score the 90th minute winner? So there's a couple of things that I want to. There's a couple of things I want to just mention. Yeah, so there's a couple of things I just want to mention. Just give us a sec while I bring up the articles. Okay, so Dominic Szoboszlai, in an interview, has mentioned that he wants to be Liverpool captain. He told Stan Sport, I can imagine, yes, I would love to. It would be an honour. But that's the aim. That's what we are aiming for, to be the captain of Liverpool. I think everyone would love to. If there comes a time, I would love it. I think Dom would be a brilliant captain. Stephen Gerrard also talked about Dominic Szoboszlai by saying you can definitely see the resemblance too. He's got an unreal engine. He's a world-class ball striker. He's got passion, desire. It's all there. That's what Dominic Szoboszlai said. So there's another player that wants to be Liverpool captain. Liverpool plotting club record move for Jude Bellingham. This is coming. It's coming from another shit article from Fajalas as well. That crappy place. 180 million euros. Real Madrid are losing patience with Jude Bellingham, and he could be available for 180 million euros apparently. So I can't believe I even brought that up. Apologies. I didn't know it was from that art. I didn't know it was from that media outlet. And Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal are all going to be challenging for Jeremy Jacquet in the summer. He's 20 years old. I didn't realise he was 20. I thought he was older. They've been tracking him for a while now. He's very raw. Looks like a good player. Looks like a player that's going to be worth a lot of money in the future. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. All right. Yeah, I'll see who's live. I'll see who's live now, and I'll forward you on, and I will see you all. Oh, Coppish are live, so I'm going to send you on to Coppish. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to send you on to Hussam and Don. Sorry, Hussam and Don. Tom and Hussan, who are live. So I'm going to send you on to them 2 seconds. So if you can hang on 2 secs, and I'll forward you on to those. They're about to go live. They're about to go live. So we can just put KMAT Raid. Yeah, just sticking KMAT Raid. And if you haven't hit the subscribe, please. If I hit 2K now, nope, still 5 subscribers away. Oh well, I tried. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. Up the Reds. You have a good evening. Bye bye.